Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here, hope you're well. Last time we were just changing our layers into that rasterized layer, and we were using selection on a very basic level, just choosing and selecting letters and changing the colors and changing the font styles and what have you. This time we're going to use some different selection tools. There are many different selection tools, and we're going to look at one which is the magic wand. It's got a different name in Affinity Photo. It's called the flood select tool, but everybody calls it the magic wand. So inside my layers, we're going to make sure that I've changed everything to be rasterized, because I want to go out of the basic text tool, because I've got my font styles. I quite like it. I'm going to go and change the colors now individually using my select tool. Okay, so you can see I've got one ready. I've done one, so I'm going to go and use my magic wand. When I click it, it does this. Okay, making sure that you are in the correct layer. If you're not in the blue layer, if you're not working in here, you're in the wrong layer. Okay, so if you're in the background layer, it's only going to go and paint on the background. So this selection will jump through different layers. So let's just go and have a look at this, see what it does. I'm going to go and grab the paintbrush tool and do it all wrong. So let's go and have a look at. Let's just go and make a big mistake. Okay, let's go and grab a brush. So I'm going to grab a brush. I've got it set to be this yucky kind of purpley pinky color. That's going to just be, I say yucky because it's going to go and be contrasty against the sky here. I'm going to go and just close that. And then the paint there, you can see it's not painting anything. It's only painting the gap between the selection and the letter. That's because I'm on the wrong layer. Okay. So let's go and make sure I'm in my microphone layer, and then this time you can see it's completely different, and it's showing you visually what you can go and paint this in, like this, like so. So the selection tool isolates everything and allows you to do anything you want to that part of the picture inside that layer without destroying everything else. Because if we turn off the microphone layer, it's no longer there. Okay. So I need to go and deselect this. This is really important. Command D or Control D, or I think you may have a tap in iOS. You do need to tap off it, and then you'll see it'll deselect it. Okay, so I'm going to go and deselect like that. So inside here, I'm going to go and grab two letters this time. So I'm going to go and change the PH inside here to make sure you can see that on my image. So I'm going to go and use my magic wand tool. Click the first letter, making sure I'm in the microphone layer. It does look slightly away from everything. The tolerance, what we call the tolerance, isn't really great, but we'll see how it goes, because you can go to refine and start to refine this, and you can see that there is something in here. I'm going to go and just cancel that for a second. We're going to look at refine later, but just showing you that you can change how close it is to the selection, to the object itself that you want. I'm going to hold down Shift, select the next thing. So I've got the PH now. And what I want to do is I can use my brush if I want to. I can just go and grab my brush like this. I'm going to get my brush tool, and then I can go and colour that in like so, which is kind of okay. But what I want is what I want to do is try and get that kind of. I want to try and get this kind of effect. So I want to go 1, 2, 3 different colors, so I have like a gradient on all of them, right? So let's go into my pH over here, make sure we can see it. And then what I want to do now is underneath my bucket tool, so I've got my bucket fill tool, and this will allow me to go fill the things in one click. But underneath it is my gradient tool like this, and you can see that as I pull it over this selection like that, it's starting to change the colors according to wherever I put like the lines. Okay, and this is good for when we want to do sort of things that are called duotone. Okay, so we're going to go and put a triotone on this. So when I click, I've got a starter color, I've got an end color, and they're just black and white at the moment. Let's go and go to the line and go and click on the line somewhere, and then I'm going to click on the line just here. So I'm going to go and put a starter color, mid color, third color, and then an end color. So when I go and click on a starter like this, I've got my color my color palette has gone small, so it's telling me that something's happening to it. And then I'm going to grab sort of like a greenish color like this, There we go, like that. You can see it's just like a slight tinge on there. Then I don't want this, I'm going to undo that. And this one, I'm going to go and double click this one, and then here I'm going to go and grab that. You can start to see it starting to change. And then my sort of tertiary color down here, let's go and double click that and get something that's looking like this. And then the final color down here. In fact, I can just move these around now. I'm going to grab this like that, and I can move the sliders around so I can get like a much varied color. You can grab the colors here and you start to pull it around, and so now I've got control over everything. That's through rasterization. Okay, so what I did was I selected things real quick. I'm going to go to the R. I'm going to go and use my magic wand tool, select on the thing that I want. I can use a bucket tool if I want to use a bucket tool and put it in one go. I can use a brush and blend things in if I want to go and get a brush and I want to go and blend things in, and I want to go and get a different color, and I can color that in. I can blend them in. Okay, if you want to do that. Or you can go and use the gradient tool and pull across it, and then grab another color on the inside. Change this by double clicking on your palette, and then you can go and change the colors at the beginning, at the end, and you can start to sort of blend those around however you like. And that is through the power of selection. Okay, go and explore that, whatever words you've got, get some really garish colors up, and as always, good luck.